All right, we are now joined on the U16 pod by star defenseman from the Ajax Pickering Raiders, Vann Williamson. Van, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Awesome. Pumped to have you on the pod here. I mean, you guys have had you and your team have had a really successful season so far, and you guys had a really successful OMHA playdowns there in the ETA. I mean, you guys were in a tough group in the OMHA playdowns and found a way to come out on top there in that group. I mean, first and foremost, can you just talk to us about the way your team kind of battled and found a way to book your spot in the OMHA championships there?
Yeah, for sure. So we started off with two ties. So we knew basically after that we couldn't really lose another game. So we really had to dial it in, and we were struggling with the two ties, and we kind of went out for dinner as a team building, and just kind of grouped together, and we said we got to win 4 in a row. And we got it done.
Wow,
Nice.
I love that. I love that mindset too. That mentality. Just get together and kind of. I mean, you're a team. You gotta when you're down together or when you're struggling a bit, you get out of it together. So it's always that together mentality, and loved hearing that kind of aspect of it. I mean, speaking of the OMHA championships, we booked your ticket obviously, and having made it to Oakville, you guys have found a way to have some big performances and big games this year. I mean, looking back at the Silver Stick, you guys had an unreal performance there. I mean, can you talk to us just about how much you're looking forward to being in such a high level, high intensity games there at the OMHAs, as well as kind of the mindset as you look to potentially book your ticket to the OHL Cup as well?
Yeah, so those were our two main goals this year: was OMHAs and obviously OHL Cup. And man, I'm really excited. I don't think I have been to OMHA since like minor Pee Wee with Whippy. So very excited for this. It'll be awesome.
It's definitely going to be fun. I mean, you guys are going to be in a fun group there. With I think Niagara and Halton is going to be also in your group there. It'll be some fun, high intensity games, and I know there's going to be no easy games in that group. And knowing your team, you guys are definitely going to have a real shot, and definitely one of the favorites at the OMHAs as well there. And I know Ryan and I are excited to watch it OMHAs. Hey, Ryan?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, and especially to watch you. Like your games really stood out to me since the start of the year, since that London tournament. It was kind of it's your skating, right? Like your skating is unbelievable, and you're a player who can really use your skating effectively out there. Those forwards to backwards, backwards to forwards, transitions, edges, speed. Your crossovers generate a lot of power from those. You're just unbelievable skater. So can you talk to us about how you like to use like your skating to your advantage in both your own zone and as well as in the offensive zone?
Yeah, so in my own zone, obviously for defense, I use my backward skating to just be able to defend guys and keep up with guys. I usually find I don't have any struggles with, guys beating me wide one-on-one, faster players in our league. And just on offense, being able to use my skating to provide offense for my team, just getting in the zone, whether it's making plays or, scoring goals the odd time.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's perfect, man. Like, cause you don't see you get beat. I mean, your backward skating is as fast as like any top player's forward speed. So like you're not going to get beat behind that way, and you do create a lot of offense as well. It's awesome stuff. And so along with your skating, you've also displayed a really strong shot. And you're really able to kind of beat goaltenders consistently with it. So what have you done to develop that shot? And then are there any keys for you as a defenseman when you're trying to get your shot off at the point?
Yeah, just to work on my shot, just extra training and in practice, we've been starting to do a lot of like D work. So like put two nets out and have like kind of like a tiny hole to shoot through and get shots on net. And just keys just getting quick release off. And like as my coach always tell me, just get pucks through is just key. Always get them through.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely get them through. And then I like that, like having a small area to shoot at helps the shooting accuracy as well. It's awesome stuff.
It's definitely shown through. And I love how you a bit earlier there, just at the odd time, you contribute offensively. So just
At the odd time, yeah.
It's definitely more. I think it's definitely more than that. But anyways,
It's modesty. I like that though. I like the modesty.
That's awesome. And then one thing we always like to ask the guys is obviously the NHL, there's a lot of guys who kind of have that skating and have that shot release as well. So as we look to the show and look at the NHL, are there any players in the NHL you sort of look to and model your game after?
Yeah, obviously every offensive defenseman will say Cale Makar. So, but him obviously. I like Morgan Riley from the Leafs. He's very good too. And yeah, those are probably my two guys, I would say. Or like Adam Fox is pretty good too. He's really good.
Oh, that's a good one. Adam Fox is definitely a good one to toss in the mix. They're all three great defensemen to pick in that regard, and definitely all have the comps of the skating and the shot release, and can get pucks through to the net from the point there. So that's awesome. And then kind of transitioning away from hockey for a bit here, kind of getting to know you off the ice. We got some fun questions here. I mean, first one, if you weren't playing hockey, what do you think would be your go-to sport?
Ooh, I do play a bit of golf, so I'd probably say golf. But I used to play lacrosse, and I might be picking that back up in my high school this year. So probably lacrosse or golf. Yeah.
Nice. So first off, how's the golf game look?
It's not bad. I'm okay. My dad is like way better than me. He plays like he's ridiculous.
Does he? Do you ever does he chirp you about every so often on the links there?
Oh yeah, I can't beat him. I can't even come close. Not yet.
That's awesome. And then I guess having played lacrosse, that's probably helped you a lot in terms of transitioning and translating to the hockey, I guess, too, eh?
Yeah. A lot of help with like hand-eye for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's awesome. And lacrosse is definitely one of the toughest sports. I think Ryan and I definitely see that translation there, eh, Ryan?
Oh yeah, like anytime you talk to a hockey player who plays lacrosse, you always notice those good hands. That I mean, you have great hands, and I mean, lacrosse is great for that. It helps you with that, and also just being physical and tough. You're physical and tough as well. So I could see you playing lacrosse and doing well with that as well. So that's awesome. All right, so another fun one here, getting completely away from sports. What is one object or item you cannot live without?
Object or item? Ooh, I don't know.
That's a tough one, eh?
This is tough. I would probably just say, like, honestly, like a computer or a phone, because like for school, computer is very something I can get rid of. I don't know. That's a hard one.
No,
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the exact same boat with that, because it's nowadays so much is electronic. So it's like I know I aged my parents and whatnot, and they'd probably kill me if they heard this. But now, back in the day with phone books and all that, now if I lose my phone, it's like I don't have anyone's phone number, or like exactly like you mentioned with school. Like I use my laptop so much for school, so it's like it's a must. I feel like they're a must have, and I feel like I'm going nuts if I can't find them or don't have them with me.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like it's instant access to information, right? So if you're out and you're wondering, oh, like you need to know something, like, oh, like what's I don't know, what's the capital of China or something. You would like, I don't know, whatever you need to know. Like you can just look it up, right? It's unbelievable how you kind of have that all that information is at your fingertips. Not that you would really need to know the capital of China. That's a bad example, but like when you're out, like you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then to switch gears to something totally different. So movies and TV shows. I don't know how big of a movie guy you are, or TV show guy or whatever, but if you could only watch one movie or show for the rest of your life, which movie or TV show would you pick?
Oh, I'm probably gonna go out with Happy Gilmore, a big Adam Sandler guy. Big Adam Sandler.
Nice. Does your dad like that one too?
Oh yeah. That's a classic movie.
Yeah. No, it's funny. Like I think I watch that probably about once a year. So I'm a golf guy, so I can relate. Like it's golf. It's funny. It's got a lot of good elements to it. So and Adam Sandler, pretty much in his prime there. Like he was an unstoppable force back then. Like he's still good, but back then he was the man. So that's a good one. Anyways, thanks so much, Vann, for jumping on the pod here. It was great to meet you and learn a bit about your game and all that stuff. So just honestly, very best of luck with the rest of the year. We'll be following the OMHAs close. Hope to see you guys at the OHL Cup, and best of luck at the OHL draft.
Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate you for having me on.